First off, Coach, thanks for meeting with me.
Yeah.
As you see in front of you, I've got your observation from the workout this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I think it was awesome, man. I saw a lot of good things. I saw you talking with kids, pulling a few of them aside one on one and fixing some things that they needed fixing. Um, and we had some energetic music playing. It was a good time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I just want to go over this observation form real quick. You notice I've got 7 different things.
Mm-hmm.
The categories being anywhere from your coaching style to the organization of the workout.
Mm-hmm.
And I ranked you on 1 to 5 on each of them. 1 being needs improvement, 5 being distinguished. Pretty much you're perfect at it, right?
Right.
Just let's start off with this first one. The coach has a positive and enthusiastic demeanor. I gave you a 3 on that. You, like I said, we had some energetic music. You were encouraging athletes. There were a couple times where you just kind of stood there a
Right.
minute or two,
Right.
and I get that happens from time to time, but that's why I put you where you're at. Just need to make sure we're moving around a bit more.
Right. Constantly moving.
Yeah, constantly moving. Because if you're moving, the kids are going to be moving, right?
Right.
The second one, coach creates an effective and individualized learning experience for each athlete. Again, this was a 3. It was really on the edge of a 3 to 4. I liked how you pulled a couple kids aside and were talking one on one with them.
Mm-hmm.
You were giving them visuals. You were showing them how to move with your body. I thought that was awesome. I think one thing we could have worked on was maybe calling the kids by name, just knowing their names.
Right.
Just
build more of a
a more relationship with them. Exactly, right.
Okay.
Just getting to know them a bit more. The third one, coach provides feedback in a creative and instructive way. Again, I gave you a 4. You weren't yelling at them. You were putting them aside, talking to them again one on one, showing them what they're doing wrong and how to fix that. So I really like that.
Right.
Number 4, coach is direct and honest when dealing with athletes. There were a couple times I saw you pull a couple kids, said, "Hey, that weight's too heavy for you. You need to lighten that weight." And I gave you a 4 on that as well.
Okay.
So I think you're doing real well there. Just make sure we're continuing to do that from now to the next time, right?
Right.
We keep doing the good things and fix the small stuff.
Right.
Number 5, coach is knowledgeable about skills in sport. I gave you a 5 here. I did see you moving from station to station. I saw you at high pulls a couple times, incline, bench. So you were coaching and teaching at each one of those. So it's obvious you knew what was happening in the weight room, right?
Right.
Again, adjusting the weight based on observation. Obviously, a kid couldn't do a weight, so you told him, "Hey, you need to lower that weight. Hey, that weight's too light for you," right? And I saw you doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Coach has a clear and purposeful routine. I gave you 5 here, right? Your transitions were good with the position and the on quick hit, right? Moving from station to station, I like that clean movement.
Mm-hmm.
The stretches were organized, like that as well. Coach arranges workout in a functional and safe manner. I like how you kind of split them by their development skills, right? You kind of had the older varsity kids together, the JV kids, and then the freshman kids, right? I like how you split all them up.
Okay.
Different lifts at different racks, right? We had high pulls here, incline, bench. I think that was very functional, and I think it allowed for a safe workout,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, one of your biggest strengths that I saw throughout the whole thing was your personality, your personability, right? Your ability to pull those kids aside and have that one on one with them, right?
Right.
And those kids were listening to you. They were making eye contact. They were being respectful. It showed that they have a lot of respect for you and your personability, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
being able to be personable with them.
Right.
Areas I think we could work on though. Moving around a bit more. And I saw a couple times where kids were kind of messing around. Maybe while you were helping one group, this other group over here was doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough to do, I get. but there's some things we can do to kinda counteract that. Um, and I think the one thing we can do to kind of fix most of these problems is, kind of make it a goal to visit each station 5 times.
Okay.
Right, it kinda seemed to me like you were staying at one station longer than the others.
Right.
Maybe if we go and talk with this station, boom, 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 alright, next one, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Right, just, that'll keep us from staying in one spot, right, it'll help us move around, and it'll also help us monitor a bit more at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
So that's what I saw. Is there anything you thought about this workout could have done different, or anything?
No, I thought it was good, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
I definitely think that I need to make it more of a point to make sure I hit all the groups and all the stations,
Yeah.
and even make it more of like, more focused in my head of like, okay, I need to go to these specific stations, and not just sit there and say, okay, I'm just gonna help this one person. So, I definitely do think you're right there, and definitely I can create a more positive relationship with learning their names
Yeah.
and being able to call them by name and help them out there. But I thought overall, I agree with you 100%, and that's definitely some things I need to work on, and I appreciate you giving me
Yeah.
both strengths and weaknesses to make sure I know, what I need to make better and what I need to continue to do.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
And no problem, man. And like I said, this isn't a gotcha sort of thing. It's a this is what I saw and this is what I didn't see, and we need to fix the stuff that I didn't see to get us to where I see it, right? And
Right.
and the ultimate goal of all that is for the betterment of kids, right? To push them forward and to increase their knowledge and their strength and their skills, right?
Right.
But yeah, so, like I said, what I would like to see next time I come visit is a bit more movement around, a
Mhm.
bit more, personal relationships with the kids. And I get that stuff that just kinda takes time to build, right? That's why week or two when I see you again, that's what I'd like to see,
Okay.
right?
Okay, awesome.
You got any questions for me about anything, or anything over this?
Let me look through it. No, I don't think I have any questions. I honestly agree with you, and I'll definitely make it a point to try to fix those things that I was lacking on.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet. Well, like I always say, if you got any questions, my door's always open. You can always ask me questions. I'm always here, always willing to help. Or if you need ideas for workouts, anything like that, I'm always available.
okay, awesome,
Sweet.
man, awesome.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.